Good day, everybody. I am Dr. Kamal Preet, Assistant Professor in the Department of Political Science, DAV College, Sector 10D, Chandigarh, which is affiliated to Punjab University, Chandigarh, which is very renowned and very popular. Besides teaching, I do research and I also freelance for the newspapers and write on issues which are close to my heart, which touch the society, affect the society. And I also do book reviews. I am indeed grateful to the organizers of this conference who have included me and my paper in this conference, though I could not make it to the conference because of my prior commitments. I hope to be with you the next time. This paper is a modest attempt to highlight my views on elections in Punjab, comedy and smear campaign. Elections in India are a very colourful affair, but they can turn nasty many a times because the use of caste, religion, region and language is liberal to woo the voters. India prides itself as being the biggest democracy in the world, and we have had 16 parliamentary elections which have been free and fair to a great extent if you take the huge size of population we have. For administrative purposes, India is divided into 29 states and 7 union territories. The union territories are under the control of the centre, and the states have their own elected governments for a fixed tenure. The administration of the union territory rests with the centre, while the states have their own elected government, which is elected for a fixed tenure. Punjab is one of the very important states of the Indian Union because it is a border state. The borders of Punjab touch Pakistan. The present Punjab came into being on November 1st, 1966, after a long struggle waged by the Sikh community because they wanted a state where they could safeguard their region, their religion, their identity, language and script. The Sikhs are only 2% of India's total population, but have carved a niche for themselves in every field, be it business, politics, performing arts, music, defense services, etc. A very hard-working people, a robust community, they are the ones who feel that hard work can take them places. In the recent past, there were two parties, the Indian National Congress Party, which is a national party, and the Shiromani Akali Dal, which contested for power. The Shiromani Akali Dal, which is a party of the rural Jat Sikh peasantry, gradually had an alliance with the Bharatiya Janata Party, which is a national party. Recently, there's been a new entrant in the politics of India, that is the AAP party or the Common Man's Party. It is proving its mettle and making inroads into people's heart as well into politics because they promise to banish corruption, nepotism and dynasty rule, which is the bane of many developing countries, including India. The main contenders for people's verdict, favorable verdict, are the Indian National Congress, Shiromani Akali Dal and BJP, which are the alliance partners, and the AAP parties, and the AAP party. Now, in the picture which you see, on the extreme left, the person with the blue turban is Prakash Singh Badal, who is the Chief Minister of Punjab. On the extreme right is his son Sukhbir Singh Badal, who is the Deputy Chief Minister of the state. In the green turban, you have Captain Amrinder Singh, who leads the Indian National Congress in Punjab. In the yellow turban, you have Bhagwant Mann, a comedian turned politician, who is a sitting member of parliament and who is from the AAP party. And the man in the cap is Arvind Kejriwal, who is the leader of the AAP party or the Common Man's Party. In this slide, we see Captain Amrinder Singh, who is leading the Indian National Congress in Punjab. Now, Captain Amrinder Singh is a descendant of the rulers of the erstwhile Patiala state, which was a princely state once upon a time. So the people call him Maharaja, that is the Grand King, and this is the butt of many jokes by the opposition. Now, Captain Amrinder Singh has made a lot of attempt uh, at criticizing the Badals who lead the Shiromani Akali Dal. He says, "Hasde khelde Punjab nu kangal karta." He says that the Badals have driven the once happy, prosperous Punjab state into bankruptcy. Now, the sale of drugs, the smuggling of drugs was a major issue in these elections, and it is said that the Shiromani Akali Dal and the Badals are into the smuggling. So, into the smuggling of drugs. Now, Captain Amrinder Singh as well as the other Congress leaders say that drugs are so easily available in Punjab that they are delivered to your doorstep more quickly than a pizza. This has made the voters smile, but this also tells the people that how serious the situation is in Punjab. Besides this, Captain Amrinder Singh has raised the slogan in the 2007 elections, "Save Punjab from ruin, defeat the Badals." Now, the next slide is of the grand old man of Punjab politics, Prakash Singh Badal, who holds the record of once being the youngest chief minister of any state, and now at 90, he is the oldest serving chief minister of Punjab state. Now, how does he do character assassination, comedy, and smear campaign on his rivals? He calls Arvind Kejriwal, who leads the AAP party, and Captain Amrinder Singh as paper tigers. And he says that these paper tigers have made the cyberspace their new theatre, and once the election verdict is out, which will be in favor of the Akali party, the Shiromani Akali Dal, these paper tigers will retire back into their dens, one to his palace in Patiala, and that is Captain Amrinder Singh, and the other to Delhi, where he is the chief minister, that is Arvind Kejriwal. And he says the AAP party, the Common Man's Party, which won 4 seats in Punjab in the last parliamentary elections, nowhere else in India but in Punjab. He says AAP has no history, AAP has no background, and what he says about AAP is that they are like wild mushrooms which you find growing in the villages in the countryside. They're not to be taken very seriously. Now, he has appealed to the people in a very funny way, and he says at the age of 90 that if you want to see me live for another 10 years, you have to vote for me. You, the electorate, are the people who can keep me alive for the next 10 years. And he says Kejriwal should not and will never be able to find a place in the people's heart. Why? Because he wears a cap. Now, in Punjab, the turban, the headgear is, and the Sikhs' attachment with the turban because of their gurus is a very touchy point. And here he says a cap wala, a topi wala cannot become the chief minister of Punjab. Once upon a time, it was Prakash Singh Badal who spoke against the dynasty rule of the Gandhis at the center. But now he and his family have become a victim of the dynasty rule. He has inducted his son, his daughter-in-law, his daughter-in-law's brother, as well as his own son-in-law into politics. 5 people in the cabinet, which is again the butt of jokes of all the people. And what does he call Captain Amrinder Singh? A king of palaces who should retire into the palace because he has a feudal mindset, and a king who gets up at 12 o'clock cannot come in contact with the masses. The next slide is of the person sitting on the weighing scales is Bikram Singh Majithia, one of the relatives of Badals, who is blamed for smuggling drugs in Punjab. So he is the butt of many jokes. Now, Prakash Singh Badal's son, that is Sukhbir Badal, comes up with his own way of character assassination and smear campaign. He says that Kejriwal is the biggest stupid in India. Bevkoof. He uses the word Bevkoof, that is stupid, for a leader who is of national stature. He calls Captain Amrinder Singh and his colleagues, his coterie, as a coterie which is corrupt, a corrupt coterie, and he calls Captain Amrinder Singh not as commander-in-chief but as commander-in-thief. And then he calls his secretary Ash Cash Secretary. That means that Ash means to have fun, that these people are having fun by hoarding people's wealth. Now, the other slide, the next slides are of the new entrant, that is the AAP party. Maan na maan, aap se pareshan. That you agree, the Akali Dal and Congress may agree or they do not agree, but they know that the AAP party is here to stay. Now, one of the leaders of AAP party, that is Bhagwant Mann, really draws crowds to his rallies in a very funny way. Now, there are many folk songs in Punjab, and there is one folk song which girls sing when they come back to their parents' house after marriage, which goes as Kikli Kalir di, Pag Mere Veer di, Dupatta Par Jaida, Fitte Mujvaida, which means that, hey friend, come here. My brother wears a turban, I'm proud of it. His wife, my sister-in-law, has a robe, but I don't care two hoots for the son-in-law of the family, that is a husband. Now, Bhagwant Mann has made a new song which is drawing crowds to his rally. He says, Kikli Kalir di, Gap Sukhbir di. That Harsimrat Badal is saying, Harsimrat Badal is the daughter-in-law of Prakash Singh Badal, wife of Julian Badal. She says, Kikli Kalir di, Gap Sukhbir di, Chitta mere ਭਾਈ ਦਾ border ਤੋਂ ਮੰਗਾਈ ਦਾ ਘਰ ਘਰ ਪਹੁੰਚਾਈ ਦਾ ਦੱਸ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ. That my husband Sukhbir Badal promises the moon. My brother is into smuggling. We deliver it at your doorstep. We get it from the border. Tell us how much you want. This is a direct attack on an allegation of drug smuggling which is not proved, but that is why he is so popular. Then he says, if you diagnose the blood of the Badals, you will not find red blood, you will find white blood, because it's all drugs, because they smuggle drugs. And he says, Beiman Pajao, Punjab Bachao, that make the corrupt scoot and save Punjab. Now, this makes the elections in Punjab very funny. Now, Bhagwant Mann tells the people that while the Badals and the Congress hoard wealth, you should not be happy with lollipops. Now, this lollipop makes people smile. Now, as you've seen, the election symbol of the Shiromani Akali Dal is the weighing scales. The election symbol of the BJP is lotus. The election symbol of Indian National Congress is the hand. And the election symbol of AAP party is the broom. Now, coming to Akali Dal, the weighing scales are a reminder of the Sikhs of their first Guru, who used to weigh things as a shopkeeper. He used to weigh and give away all his profits to his customers because he felt that God resides in every human being. So he said, Tera, Tera. That means everything is yours. Now, Bhagwant Mann says that the Shiromani Akali Dal have adopted the symbol of Guru Nanak, the first Guru of the Sikhs, that is the weighing scales. But instead of giving away the profit, Tera, Tera, what do the Akali Dal and the Badals believe in? They believe in hoarding wealth. They believe in saying, Mera, Mera. Now, that touches the people's heart and they realize that the leaders are very corrupt. The Sikh community reveres their holy book, that is Guru Granth Sahib, which has got the compositions of their gurus, besides some Hindu saints and a Muslim saint. So the Sikhs are told not to do idol worship and to do work throughout the day and take the name of God. They are not to bow before any mortal except the living Guru, that is the Guru Granth Sahib. Now in the elections, we have leaders of all the parties going to the different deras, the different ashrams, the different holy congregations, because they have a lot of followers, and bargaining with the different gurus so that the votes can fall into their kitty. The Shiromani Gurdwara Prabandhak Committee, the SGPC, is the custodian of the rights of the Sikhs. It's like a world parliament of the Sikhs. It was supposed to be an independent body, but has come under a lot of flax because it has become a body dictated by the Badals who head the Shiromani Akali Dal. So Bhagwant Mann says that who becomes the president of SGPC is decided by the envelope which comes out from the pocket of the Badal's family. This is a very comic situation, but a very serious issue because the Shiromani Akali Dal is controlling SGPC, which is a custodian of the Sikh religion. In this slide, we see Captain Amrinder Singh and Navjot Sidhu. You know about Captain Amrinder Singh? An ex-soldier leading the Indian National Congress in Punjab. The man on his left is Navjot Sidhu, a cricketer turned politician turned anchor. A few days before the elections, Navjot Sidhu was a part of the Shiromani Akali Dal and BJP alliance. For some reason, he decided to leave the party and defected to Congress. A few days before the elections, Captain Amrinder Singh had called Navjot Sidhu and his wife, who is a doctor and shares his name, Navjot Sidhu, as the most indisciplined persons. And he and Navjot Sidhu had formed a party. Captain Amrinder Singh called Navjot Sidhu's party as a horse and carriage party, which will not go far. Navjot Sidhu had called Captain Amrinder Singh many times Hankari Raja, that is, an arrogant king. But after a few days, what do we find? Captain Amrinder Singh welcomes Navjot Sidhu into the Congress. All differences are ironed out. Why? Because they have one goal, that is Badal Mukt Punjab, a Punjab which is cleaned off Badal and his whole family. Navjot Sidhu says that he and Captain Amrinder Singh have come together so that they can stop the Lut Kasut and Lok Maru politics of the Badals. What does this mean? That they want to stop the corruption, the hoarding of wealth, and all the policies which are made by Badal and his family, which are anti-people. Now, the most used slogans in these elections have been that Badal and his family have made Punjab a company of MNC, multinational corporation, Badal and Co. They have converted it into a family-owned outfit wearing a mask of righteousness. There is nothing for which they are working for the people of Punjab. On the other hand, the Shiromani Akali Dal and the other rivals of Captain Amrinder Singh always provoke Captain Amrinder Singh about his lavish, kingly lifestyle, which he doesn't follow most of the time. One of the attempts at character assassination is Captain Amrinder Singh is happily married to his wife, Praneet Kaur, who commands a lot of respect. She's known as Rani, that is the queen, and she commands a lot of respect in her area. A very dignified lady. Captain Amrinder Singh's love affair with Arusa Alam, a citizen of Pakistan who claims that they both claim that they are friends, but Arusa Alam's visit to Captain Amrinder's house always is a butt of many jokes. Arusa Alam has a little shady past or a shady background. She is daughter of a very close friend of General Yahya Khan of Pakistan, who had done away with the elected government of his time and ruled Pakistan for quite a number of years. So Arusa Alam is supposed to be an ISI agent, but she is welcomed by Captain Amrinder Singh, and his character is assassinated for being friends with Arusa Alam, who's a citizen of Pakistan. On the other hand, the Congress and the other rival parties talk in humorous tones about how the Badals are encouraging dynasty rule and are looting all the wealth and sending it abroad or are stashing it up somewhere. In the past, as I've told you, there was a game of musical chairs between Shiromani Akali Dal and Indian National Congress. This jinx was broken in 2012 when Sukhbir Badal got the Akali Dal back into power. He's very ambitious. He leaves no stone unturned to come into power. We are still waiting with bated breath for the verdict of the people of Punjab on March 11th. Let's see if the jinx is broken. Never has the same party come to power again. Shiromani Akali broke this jinx in 2012. The Congress got a jolt by coming into power again. 10 years in power for Shiromani Akali Dal. The people say they want a change. Let's see how they get it. The people are very anxious for the results, which will be declared on March 11th, which also happens to be Captain Amrinder Singh's birthday, and he wants it to be a gift, his victory to be a gift from the people of Punjab. These allegations, counter-allegations, attempts at character assassination, smear campaigns, all provide comic relief to the voter who's bombarded with different choices between candidates and choices between parties. But in all this, we have to remember the biggest casualty is democracy. These allegations, these attempts at character assassination, these smear campaigns are not healthy. They are unhealthy. They hit below the belt, which does not go very well with the voter in the long run and leaves a very bad taste. Thank you.